My husband's lover sent me their intimate once the scandal reached her workplace and hometown. I rolled down the car window, breathing in the crisp river wind, and spoke in a soft, gentle tone that clashed sharply with my cold words. Don't worry, honey. This is just the appetizer. The main course is still coming for you and your beloved Julian. Minutes later, Julian stormed back into our penthouse apartment, slamming the front door open with raw, unbridled rage. I stood alone in the quiet living room, slowly polishing a valuable antique porcelain vase I'd acquired at a high-end auction years ago. A piece of art he'd always mocked as a useless, overpriced decoration. He never understood art, only status, wealth, and his precious Wall Street reputation. He marched across the room with a flushed face and bloodshot eyes, slamming his phone down hard on the marble coffee table. His screen was covered in endless, scandalous screenshots and cruel local comments, dragging both him and Chloe through the mud. "Elena, are you out of your mind?" he shouted sharply, consumed by panic over his professional image. "This will destroy my standing at the firm. If company leadership sees this, my entire career could collapse." The strong smell of cigar smoke, strong liquor, and cheap feminine perfume clung to his clothes, clear proof of where he'd spent his nights. Not once did he apologize for his betrayal, or acknowledge the damage he'd done to our marriage. His only concern was saving his own public image. I set down my polishing cloth and lifted the delicate vase toward the sunlight, examining its smooth surface with calm focus, refusing to meet his furious gaze. "Your reputation is yours to protect. You're the one who chose to throw it away with reckless choices. None of this falls on me." Furious at my indifference, he grabbed my wrist in a bruising, painful grip, his body shaking with rage. He ordered me to issue public excuses, claim the photos were altered, and personally beg Chloe for forgiveness. After 5 years of marriage, he'd grown far too comfortable ordering me around, assuming I would always stay quiet, obedient, and compliant, no matter how badly he hurt me. I finally lifted my head and met his eyes. All the warmth, care, and softness he'd grown used to was completely gone. In its place was a cold, detached, analytical stare that left him frozen in place. "What gives you the right to command me?" Shock replaced his anger in an instant. For half a decade, I'd never spoken to him with such sharp, unyielding distance. He stumbled over his next words, rushing to defend his young mistress and shift all blame onto my retaliation. He insisted Chloe was an inexperienced new graduate with a bright financial career ahead, painting her as an innocent victim, and me as the cruel, unreasonable villain. A faint, cold smile tugged at my lips, making him loosen his tight hold on my arm. I brushed away the red marks left by his fingers and spoke slowly, letting every cutting point land perfectly. "I didn't ruin her. I simply made everyone aware of the truth. Soon every professional in Wall Street will know exactly who she is to you. She should be thanking me for the exposure." My sharp words pushed him past his breaking point. He lifted his hand, ready to strike me across the face in a fit of violent anger. I did not flinch or step back in fear, but raised my phone in one quick motion, camera fully focused to capture his threatening expression and raised arm. "Go ahead, hit me." My voice stayed steady and sharp. "If you do, the next round of evidence released will be clear footage of a top Wall Street executive attacking his wife. Major city news outlets would fight to run that exclusive story." His hand froze midair, inches from my cheek. The instant domestic violence entered the conversation, all his rage dissolved into obvious fear. In his high-stakes professional world, a violent accusation would end his career far faster than a simple affair. He stared at me like a stranger, finally realizing he'd never truly known the woman he married. To him, I was nothing more than a quiet, polished trophy wife for social events, a quiet accessory to keep at home while he chased status and affairs. He'd mocked me as cold and unfeeling behind my back,